thanks so much for stopping by at the Pepper Peach today. We're gonna be checking out something from Volume 2 from the Magnolia Cookbook, and that is the Magnolia Press Chocolate Cake. So my sister has made this. She said they're wonderful, but I have not made them yet. So we're gonna try this together because they look delicious, and I don't know why I've never made them before, but I'm ready for it. So we have everything here. Let's get this party started. All right, so our first step is to make the cake. So we are going to take 2.5 sticks of unsalted butter, throw that in our mixer with 1.5 cups of sugar, and we're gonna mix away till it's nice and creamy. All right. Before I add in the eggs, I'm just gonna do some scrapes on the side. I'm gonna mix it one last time, and then we'll add in our eggs. All right, I feel good about it. All right, so we're gonna take one egg, drop it in. We're gonna mix this first, and then we'll add the second egg. And that fun sound is the oven. I just put it on for 350. So once we're ready to put that in the oven is ready for us. All right, egg number 2. All righty. All right, I'm gonna scrape the sides. It is nice and creamy, that's for sure. Here comes Penny. She's ready for the next steps. Now we're gonna add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and we're gonna let this mix for a little bit. In the meantime, I'm gonna grab a medium bowl because we're gonna put together our dry ingredients. Okay, perfect. Alrighty. So now we're gonna take our dry ingredients. So we have, I think we have, 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We're gonna mix that together with our cocoa powder, which she calls for, question mark, half a cup? 2/3 of a cup. All right. And then we have 2 teaspoons of baking soda and salt. So I think she calls for 1/4 of a teaspoon, I think. Half a teaspoon, I take that back, of kosher salt, and we will mix this together. This Magnolia Press Chocolate Cake reminds me of a ding dong. Now, I didn't have ding dongs growing up, but Louis did, and he loves them. So I'm hoping that he likes this, even though he's not a big fan of chocolate. But guess what ding dongs are made of? Chocolate. Okay. All right. This is all mixed together, and we are going to add this to the butter mixture. So I'm going to go just a little bit at a time. Mix it up. Now there's one thing I need to prepare, which I forgot to do so before we got started, and that is get a cup of coffee because I'm adding coffee to this. So I'm gonna make a cup of coffee, we're gonna put that in, and then we're gonna put the rest of our flour mixture in. So be right back. All right, coffee is made, so we're gonna add in just half of the coffee for now, and then we're going to add in the rest of the flour, and then we'll end with the coffee. Once this is done, I will scrape the sides because it's getting messy in there. So before I add in that last bit of coffee, I'm just gonna scrape the sides again. Looks very fudgy and yummy though, I'm not gonna lie. All right, and then we'll add in the rest of our coffee and we'll mix. Smells good. All right, the last thing before we add this to our prepared pan in the back is to add a little bit of white vinegar. So I'm gonna add in that teaspoon of white vinegar. We'll mix it one last time, and then this goes in the oven for about 25 minutes. And then we have to let it cool for an hour. That's right, people. All right, I don't know why I'm doing this right now because I'm mixing it again anyway. All right, one last mix. Okay. Alrighty. She's ready. All right, so let me get my pan, which is right here. It is heavily sprayed with cooking spray. And there's parchment on top. There's some more spray. So we are sprayed out. I used a whole can of Pam. Just kidding. All right, let me just get the rest of this out and we'll transfer this over. That's right, that mess I made. But look how nice and fudgy this looks, right? Look at this. Yummy. Got it all? I'll spread this out nice and even. And then we'll throw this in the oven. And that's it, just like that. Can't leave any cake behind. You know, this is very important. Okay. Smells yum. Okay? In the oven it goes for 23 to 28 minutes. I'm gonna check mine at 23. As long as it comes out clean with a toothpick, we'll let that cool for about an hour and we'll start making our filling. All right, so in the meantime, and while our cake is baking away in the oven, let's get our filling ready. So we have a half of a stick of butter, and we are gonna mix that together with the shortening, which is how much? 1/4 of a cup. So we're gonna throw that in and we're gonna mix this together first. I'm just gonna get the sides real fast, then we'll keep it. All right, we're gonna add in vanilla, which is 1/2 teaspoon. Now before we add in the powdered sugar, I am going to just keep getting it all over my finger. That's what's gonna happen here. I'm just gonna get the sides because there's still some vanilla hanging around. Now we're gonna add in our powdered sugar. Not all of it, we're just gonna start with maybe half of it and then we'll keep going. All right, and for my last trick, I'm gonna add in the rest of the powdered sugar and the milk, which is about it's 2 tablespoons. grab those sides. Doesn't feel like a lot of frosting, at least, but what do I know? It's my first time. It's my first time at the rodeo. Alrighty, just like that, we have our filling. Looks yum, smells good. Look, it looks nice and yum. So now we're gonna transfer this into a piping or a Ziploc bag, so when we're ready and our cake is cooled, we'll top it off with our frosting in the middle and then do some extra glaze on the top, but we have to wait for that cake to cool for about an hour. So we have nearly everything ready. Now it's just a waiting game. We need to be patient because time is against us with this cooling. So we'll see you in an hour when it's all cooled. All right, so it's actually been a little bit longer than an hour. This has been cooled. We're ready to go with our next couple steps. So we have a cake cutter here. This is about 3 inches. She does say to use 2.5, but we're just gonna have to deal with a 3-incher. And we have a tiny one to make our hole for our frosting. So let's go. Oh, broke. First one broken, second one fine. Okay. That one's just gonna have to be my snack. The only thing that I don't like is that I'm gonna end up wasting some food. But you know what? I'm sure I can just eat it by itself with no problem, right? It's cake after all. Let me move the rest of this cake out of the way and then we'll get started on our filling. Okay, clean that up and we're going to go for our middle frosting little spot. So nice suggestion here is to get this ring around it so that we can make sure that it doesn't like lose its structure at all. So we want to make sure that when we're putting the next little piece in is that we're not going all the way through, right? Because we want the frosting to be right in the middle. So I'm going to go like this and bring it out, maybe a little bit more. I can get in there. That should be fine. I might dig out a little bit more because it seems a little shallow. That's why I have a spoon here. All right. So we're gonna put the top off to the side because we are gonna, once we add the cream on, we're gonna just plop that right on top. All right, so one down. So the last one is done. Now we are going to put our cream right in the middle. So let me get this out of the way. It's a chocolate mess right now, but I'm okay with chocolate mess. All right, so we have our cream that we made earlier. We're just gonna fill these holes with some cream. I always worried there was not going to be enough cream, but it's fine. I'm going to add a little bit more to some. Make sure it's all stuffed in there. All right. Sweet. Okay, so now the top that we took off before, we're going to put right on top. And just smush it in. And I'm just gonna put them over here because we are gonna make that glaze And we need to have a nice working space for that because it's going to drip everywhere. So, if you liked ding dongs growing up, I think you're going to like these. Alrighty. I know the tops are coming out because I stuffed the cream, but you know what? Once that glaze is on top, it's fine. All right, let me clean this up and we'll start making our glaze and then finally be able to try it out. All right, it's time to get our glaze going. So we're gonna chop up some chocolate, chop up some butter. What is this, butter? And then we're gonna throw it in the microwave and then add some corn syrup and then we're gonna glaze our chocolate cakes. So let me chop away. We're gonna wait to add the corn syrup in until a few minutes in. So into our microwaving process. So see you in a few. All right, it is time. Our glaze is ready. So I'm gonna carefully pour this very slowly. And then I have a spatula here just to, if I need to go around the edges a little bit. So make sure you use a pan. I have this on a rack, so let's go. I'm gonna start with this and I'll move down and give it a second to make its way around the sides. Like I know what I'm doing here, but I've never made these before, as we know. I will use, start at the top and then make my way around the sides with the spatula. Going for that overflow onto the sides. So each one will need a bit more to get over to the sides. Like that one I really dumped it on. So that's what I'm going for. Let me take my spatula now and try to get to the sides. Oops, that one fell apart a little bit. That's okay, that's okay. Just kind of like just drape over. There we go, that one looks perfect. They definitely don't look as perfect as your picture, but that's fine. I'm sure they taste amazing. Let me scoop some of this out. Try to get some on the sides, a little bit more if I can. Not as pretty, but it's okay. It's like an arts and crafts moment I'm having. I was hoping it just like draped over, you know what I'm saying? And it didn't do that. So now I'm just kind of ad hocking this with the sides. But it's okay. Okay, let's give it a little bit to cool, then we'll try them out. All right, y'all, it is time to try our Magnolia Press chocolate cake. Let's go for it. I'm gonna try to get some of that filling in there. I'm gonna have a chocolate face in 2 seconds. Okay. Excuse the chocolate all over my face probably, and in my teeth. But the only thing I'll say is that I love the cake and I love the frosting in the middle, but not a fan of the bittersweet on top. It's a little too bitter for me. I probably will make this again, but I will use maybe a more sweeter chocolate on top. Not too sweet because the cake and the frosting have a lot of sugar in it, but the bitter is throwing me off here. But the cake is so good. Like, I love this idea, and I'm definitely gonna remake this, but again, not using that bittersweet. It's just my preference. That's it. But otherwise, this will be a repeat for me, but just change it up a little bit. So if you've made this at home, let me know if it's coming up as bitter as it is for me, or if you love it. I'd love to know and hear from you all. So thanks again for stopping by. Thanks for watching me make this chocolate cake, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.